Yeah, my name is Patrick Obath. I'm the tournament director for the Magical Kenya Open. The Magical Kenya Open is hosting the Golf for the Disabled for the first time. This is an event that we saw about 2 years ago, and we felt that this was something that would be a good thing to bring to Kenya to inspire those who are differently abled to seek higher opportunities. And so we brought it in primarily for that. We have 10 players playing the Golf for the Disabled. And out of those, some of the disabilities that they have, two have got cerebral palsy. Two have got amputated legs. Others have got different stitches. And some have also got, their spines bent and so forth. So there's quite a range of different abilities that they have. And for us, it shows that people at that kind of level can play professional golf at the same level as the normally able people. So for us, it was to inspire the people who are differently abled in this country. I think the change from the Challenge Tour to the DP World Tour was key in order to get TV cover for the country. So what we're seeing is we're getting 4 hours of TV cover every day as the European Tour. And the major expectations for us in the future is that we can grow the prize money, which is now at $2.5 million, the prize purse. We want to grow it to about $3.5 million. Beyond that, in fact, we believe that the return on investment may not be exactly good. But at that kind of level, we are attracting some very senior players, very good players. And what that means is that the number of eyeballs that will then be watching the country increases. So the more the better the players you get, the more people watch. So at $3.5 million, I believe that that prize pass will be good enough to ensure that we get the right people.
Yes.
Golf has been seen as an elite sport, which it is. Golf is something now that is really spreading in the country. About 6-7 years ago, the number of golfers in the country was 7,000 total. As of now, there's over 16,000 golfers playing. So it's more than doubled in 5 years. And before that, from the time golf started in the country, we get up to 7. So you can see the exponential growth. So for me, that is the key thing. A lot of sponsors are seeing the value of bringing golf into their portfolio, accessing clubs. But for this particular event, I think it's the fact that they can activate, and it allows their brand to reach a much wider range of people, rather than just putting the newspapers and so forth. It goes into TV, it goes on to radio, and that gives them very, very good value. I think every sport must prepare the business case for itself. We got a very strong business case in terms of the value that this event brings to the country, Kenya. If you look, for example, in golf, what we call the net advertising value for this event is about $20 million. So if you're to go and advertise on CNN, you probably have to pay about $80 million. But for $20 million, right, which is the net advertising value, you are getting a lot more coverage than you would on an international channel. So there has to be a business case for sports to begin to get money allocated to them. And we believe that, for example, the prize money, the prize purse is about $2.5 million. Our organizing costs are about $2 million. So it's about $4.5 million of investment in this event. But when you look at the net advertising value that it gets is $20 million. So that's about 4 times return on investment within about in 4 days. I think that's not bad value. Golf is not an elite man's sport. I think that was created because in this country during the colonial times, golf was played by the elite then, who were the colonialists. And then when you had independence, then I think the people who took over at that time decided to keep the clubs that way. But in the last 10, 15 years, the clubs have opened up. We're getting a lot more juniors coming in. We're getting a lot more caddies are taking up golf. And you're finding now that that whole elitist mantra has been completely taken out. And also, there are clubs that are suitable for different pockets. There are those that are at the high end, and you have to pay a lot of money to sort of join. And there are those at the medium and sort of at the bottom end. So there is a club that can suit every pocket in this country. So elitist, out. I think the first thing is that joining junior golf programs is very simple. All that the junior or the parent has to do is to make sure that they register their child at the Junior Golf Foundation for, I think it's about 250 shillings per year. And that allows them access to almost any course to play and practice. And then to transition, they need to go through training. They need to start playing and then get coaching on a regular basis that will then allow them to transition from just juniors, as we call them amateurs, although they're juniors, but they're amateurs. And once they become proficient enough, they can apply to become professionals. You know, Jorge Campillo, who was the champion last year, has had to make a very difficult choice. He got a card to play in the US, and therefore he decided that he'd go and play his first event in the US to try and get his card going. So he's not here this year, but we have 5 former champions playing. Ashwin Wu from 2 years ago is playing. We've got Eduardo Molinari, Guido Migliozzi. There's quite a few of them who are playing, and all of them will have, I think, a good chance of winning this year. But as you know, every day in golf is very different for everybody. So we might find that we have a completely new champion coming in this year.